what time it is. Marvin Devine, Huber, Axel, and you know how we do. Yeah, I got the juice. Big game cool, make them look like cool. Always play it cool, that's the biggest rule. Fuck it, what they doing, keep on doing that. I've been making loot since like 22. Ask me how I made it right here in the booth. I'm always pursued cause of what I pursue. That's greatness, yeah, I gotta make it, I got things to lose. Boy, wanna get in my crew, but you can't get in my crew. Me, Axel, and Huber, way too fireable. When this joint drop, better call the troops. And when you hear the drop, better raise the roof. Better raise the roof. You already know what happens when we when we link up. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get it. It's you against the world, better figure out fast who the hell you could trust. If you wanna make it past all the fakes and the lust, better figure out fast. Nah, this ain't what you want, you don't want it that bad. Can you give up all your stuff, pay attention to the facts and forget the media? Figure out your own path, can you figure out love? Or do you feel wrath, can you hone that feeling and create an impact? Go get it, if you wanna go get it. Get with it, ain't nobody gon' give it your ticket, gonna take a quick minute. Don't quit it, figure out your own limit. Life is a test, the best make progress. Figure out what is next and carve a path, yes. No, they never second guess, take a chance, no regret. If you wanna take a breath, give your blood and your sweat on.
When everything just breaks from all of your mistakes, don't let yourself feel down. Don't let yourself just drown. When you've lost everything, are you free to do anything? Only when.
Hey, boom, boom, boom. This is Jared, and I'm back. Hey, guys, man, I'm so excited to do this today. I've got a great show. I really do. I've got a great guest. It's just an amazing story of going through so much, and he's still putting on a smile and battling like warriors do. All right? So if you know a warrior, or if you're a warrior yourself, please don't be stingy. All right, smash that share button and let's get this going, because you know what time it is. I'm your host, Jared's Quest Show. We're going to get a story out there and help somebody. All right, we're going to help somebody find a living kidney donor. That's what we're going to do. Hey, what up, Sam? Thanks for watching, Sam. All right, so please don't be stingy. All right, click that share button, smash it. I want to see it hit. All right, please put in the comment section, hashtag smash the share button. Hey, this is my twin brother. All right, early in the morning in Abu Dhabi. What up, Jeffrey Brown? What up, Jeff? So my twin brother and I, all right, he is in Abu Dhabi, and he's watching right now, all right? So if that doesn't tell you anything, because it's like 5 a.m. his time. It's like a 10-hour difference. So, all right, thanks for watching, Jonathan. All right, so everybody, I appreciate your comments, man. Keep those comments coming in. All right. The more we get the comments, the more we get this warrior story out there. All right. So that's how that's how algorithms work. All right. You know, algorithm. All right. He's a cool dude and he wants to help us. But in order to help algorithm, we're going to need to get the comment section on fire. We're going to need to click, not just click, but smash that share button as many times as possible. And of course, all right, we're going to need to just make this the most interactive, the most interactive, all right, broadcast. That's right. Share. All right, Sam knows Al. All right, Al's a good guy. All right, algorithm. All right, he's all over the internet, algorithm. All right, so I'm going to bring on our guest. All right, this guy is from Florida. All right, it's humid there. All right, but it's sunny too. All right, this guy has a sunny disposition despite, all right, these challenges that have come his way. He's got a great story. All right, if you haven't already read, all right, a little bit what I put in the description, this guy is a liver transplant recipient. All right, he's gotten a liver transplant, and because of an acute kidney because of acute kidney failure. I got to say that carefully. It's a tongue twister a little bit. All right. So twisting the tongue. Here we go. So because of acute kidney failure, he's now on the search for a living kidney donor. All right. So after having had a kidney or a liver transplant, all right, now he's looking for a kidney. He needs help to find a living kidney donor. All right. So get this out there. Hit the share button as many times as possible. All right. If you do get like a sprained thumb, maybe a bruise or something, we can look into your health insurance and see if it's covered. All right. Go see maybe a doctor about it, but smash that share button. All right. All right. So, all right. You got a cute living transplanted kidney. All right. I like that. His is cute. That's cute humor. I like that. So here we go. So even I like cute kidneys and I cannot lie. All right. So here we go. I'm going to bring in Rick Keatley. All right. From Florida. All right. In his transplant hospital. All right. It's scrolling on the bottom here. All right. So Tampa General. So here's his information. I've also put it in the comments section. All right, here it is right here. So it's in the comments section. That's clickable. So anybody who's watching this show will find that this is in the comment section. And on my YouTube channel, I think it may even come up in the comment section on Facebook. I'll have to check. If it's not, I'll put it there too. I'll put it on Twitter, Instagram. I'll put it everywhere I can. All right. So I'm bringing him on. Y'all know what we do. Okay. When I bring my guest on, it's VIP treatment. All right. So please give him a special Warriors Quest show welcome. All right. When he comes on, I want to see in the comment sections, flood in the comment section. Welcome Rick Keatley. Welcome Warrior. Whatever you want to say, welcome this guy, and let's flood the comment section with encouragement and hope. Here we go. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Where is it? Here we go. VIP. Boom! Welcome, Rick. How you doing, brother?
Hello. I'm doing good. But first thing I want to say is this is a cute show.
Nice. Yeah, that is a cute show. We've got
a cute show.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, we've got so many people that are chiming in. I love it. Midwest Kidney Warriors. Welcome, Warrior Rick. That's awesome.
Yes.
So
I was just going on that acute joke.
I know, I like it. Okay, we're gonna probably
Yeah.
use that probably 2 or 3 more times during the show too. I like that.
I'm sure we will. Yeah. So good to be here. Good to be here.
It's good to have you. So my twin brother got us connected, and he's watching a little bit
Yes.
already right now. He's saying
Yeah.
how you been or where you been, and then he's excited. He says right here, so very excited for Rick Keatley to be on this show. How did you get connected with my twin brother?
I guess he just seen me posting or something, like everybody else. But a lot of people have, just that way I get connected with a lot of people.
Yeah,
I just got connected with a girl 2 days ago that seen my post, and she's made me decals for my car, and everything for free, and just put them in the mail today for me to be here like
oh,
in a
that's
couple days.
awesome.
So,
She helped you with decals.
I know, right? Yeah, she's got
Very
decals
cool.
for my wife. Saying my husband needs a kidney, and
Oh,
one
that
for
is
my
so
my
cool.
car. Yeah, so that's going to be great when I get those, and yeah, a lot of people are connecting with me like that. So I'm blessed in that way. Things come to me like that. When I get into my story, I'll tell you kind of like. You're going to be amazed at how I got my liver and everything, so.
Well, I'm excited to hear it. So every hero has an origin story,
Absolutely.
And
And
I'd like to hear yours.
And my hero is an organ donor that saved my life, right there.
Amen, amen. I like it. Hold on, I'm gonna put you solo for a second so we can see that better. Here we go. Okay, all right, there we go.
Yeah. Well,
I wear green to honor the organ donor who saved my life.
Saved my life. Yeah.
Very nice. All right, I love it. That is so cool.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm like they call me like a walking billboard because I volunteer for LifeLink out of Tampa, Florida, and I've been volunteering for them for 9 years. I'm a liver transplant recipient of 9 years, and right after my liver transplant, I started, promoting and educating.
Okay, advocating. That's awesome.
Advocating for organ donation. I've done many table things,
like round tables.
Yeah, I've done flag raisings. I've done talks, speeches at hospitals and offices and driver's license bureaus and schools and just all over the place, and stuff. Yeah. And
wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, it's been 9 years of doing stuff like that, and going to hospitals and seeing people and stuff like that. So I've been very busy in the awareness of organ donation in general. And now, I'm out here, soliciting for my own self, for a kidney, for me, I'm kind of like being self-centered, kind of, I guess. I don't know,
Yeah, no, but, I mean, because you've done so much work for other people after your liver transplant that, it's not a bad thing it is difficult. I get it. It's hard for us to think in that way because, man, I know that it sometimes takes me someone almost has to hit me sometimes to go to the doctor or something. It's hard to get help and it's hard to ask for help, but
it's really amazing. I mean, the thing about it is everybody's different and their stories are different. And I have a picnic every year. Well, of course, the COVID came in 2 years ago, but I have an annual organ transplant recipient appreciation for life picnic.
Okay.
It started 7 years ago. And 2 years ago, I was supposed to have my fifth annual, but of course, COVID stopped it. And then last year, I was supposed to have it again. But anyway, the first year I had like about 20 recipients, and it grew to the fourth year. I only had 4, but the fourth year I had like 28 recipients, and altogether 60 people. And they came from as far as Indiana, Georgia.
Wow.
I mean, I had them from North Carolina, Tennessee. All these people come every year to my picnic here in Florida.
Wow.
All around Florida.
Yeah.
if you look on my Facebook page, just look at the pictures of my picnics and everything that are
Okay.
in there. It's awesome. And you got all these recipients and their family and their caregivers and all those coming together, and all the electricity and the vibration of all these thankful, grateful people, happy about their celebrating their donors and their, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. So anyway,
Wow.
and
That
we've had donor families there. We have sick people that are waiting for transplants there, and we
uh-huh.
help them and everything. We break bread, and it's just amazing. It's
That's
great. I can't
great.
wait to have it again. I can't wait to have it again this year because we didn't have it 2 years because of this virus thing. But we're gonna have
Yeah.
it again this year. Next year,
We're
we always have it around March or April.
all right, all right. So it's put a little pause on it, for obvious
A
reasons.
couple
But
years, yeah,
yeah,
yes.
but you know what? I love that because it really, when you unite people that have things in common like that, it really brings a lot of. You got the dog in the background. That's awesome, little poodle.
You'd have to witness it. You'd have to witness it. Really,
What's
serious.
your dog's
Yeah.
name?
Oh, you see Sass over here?
Yeah,
Everybody knows Sassy. Yeah,
Sassy.
yeah. She's my support dog, and I'm her support human.
Oh,
Believe
that's
me.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, but
But
anyway,
anyway,
I'll get back to that. Is I just think that when you come together like that and you're united, you just feel so much more together because you're not alone. It's so important for us not to feel
that is
alone.
important.
It is,
That is
yeah.
important. Yeah, absolutely. For sure. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about, my acute kidney failures. I I'm 64 years old, and I grew up, through the 70s and the 80s. Then I grew up really, really fast and hard. I was a biker style lifestyle.
Okay.
Treated myself really, really rough, and stuff. So I contracted, Hep-C, through my sex, drugs, and rock and roll days, kind of stuff, And I was diagnosed with it back in the 80s, and I was raising two kids by myself.
Okay.
So
Wow.
so I could
Wow.
not do the treatment. I couldn't do the treatment back then because back then the treatment was so hard. It was it was actually killing people. It was making them sick at the worst, So I was a superintendent for a construction company, and I was working outside, and I was raising two kids. There was no way I could get that sick and raise my kids. So I made the decision not to do the treatment and went ahead and made sure my kids were taken care of. Went on about life. So about in 2010, I could tell I was getting sicker. Through the years and everything, I was getting brain fog, and I was getting really weak, and I was, getting, just things weren't right and stuff.
Okay.
And
Did you
so,
know
so
those
anyway,
symptoms early on, or was
I did in 1995. They were my doctor. My doctor was saying, "Man, you really need to go on a treatment for Hep-C. Your liver enzymes are,
Mhm.
really, really bad. Your numbers are bad. Your
Mhm.
liver." And I still didn't do it.
Okay.
So anyway, in 2010, I was 2010. Thanksgiving, I swelled up really, really bad, and I go, "What the heck's happening to me?" So I went to the hospital, and they sent me. That's when I got my first parenthesis, which is where they just stick a needle in your abdomen and drain fluid off of you.
Okay. Would you
And
spend just a moment explaining why that's necessary? I'm just not. I don't understand that totally.
well, it's because your body retains a bunch of fluid from the built because you can't get rid of the fluid in your body from sodium
Okay.
and the different toxins that's in your body. Just like with the kidney disease, we get the same thing, because your liver is doing the same thing to kidneys, filtering it out. So anyway, this fluid builds up in your abdomen, and you have to have it taken out of you through what they call a paracentesis. And I
Mhm.
got like hundreds of them. I would blow up so big, and they would drain me, and I would lose like 17 pounds. When they pull that fluid out, I would lose like 17 pounds. I'd walk out
Wow.
17 pounds lighter. Yeah, it was crazy. But anyway, so when they were doing this, though, that was my first one. That's when, anyway, so I'll go back to that. That was my first one. So I had to see a hepatologist after that.
Okay.
And when I went to see the hepatologist, he looked at my blood and all this stuff, and he said, he said, I'll give you 2 years to live. And I said,
what?
And I was 2 years later. I was a drinker at that time. That was in 2010. I said, well, what if I quit drinking? And he said, it don't matter if you quit drinking or not. He said, you got 2 years to live if you don't get a liver transplant. And he actually wouldn't even see me anymore. That was it. That was the last he seen me. He said, you need to go to get on a liver transplant list somewhere. So I was basically in denial. I said, ain't no way. I'm just going to quit drinking, and it's all going to be fine, So I just went on about my business. I quit drinking and everything. And that was in 2010, 2011 came around.
Mm-hmm.
I started getting even sicker and everything. So I decided to go to Tampa General and started, getting on the transplant list. So I went up there. They started running some tests and everything on me, and they told me that they found out that I was a drinker. And they said, "Well, you got to go to." I'm a biker. I had a motorcycle and everything, at that time. And they said I had to go to AAA, and that was like 6 months after I'd already quit drinking. I said, "Well, I already quit drinking." They said, "Well, where's your documentation?" I said, "What are you talking about, documentation?" They said, "Well, you got to have some kind of documentation showing you quit drinking." I said, "I never heard of such." But anyway, so you go to AAA or AA, whatever it is. I forget what it is, but I go to that thing, and I'm sick as heck, man. I was 230 pounds, and I dropped down to 130 through this disease, through liver disease.
So it really,
yeah, crazy.
Wow.
It ate me up. So, but as I was losing this weight, I was going to this AA. That's what it is, AA, Alcohol Anonymous. Yeah. So I was going to these meetings. I was driving my bike in there, and these good people were, and I was all like bruised up just because my body was deteriorating and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And these people were watching me, and I was kind of resentful of going to these meetings. And then I started listening to these people, and they were going there for like 20 years. They hadn't had a drink, and they were just going there for that support, and everything. They started, and it was. I started like really getting into what they were doing and feeling their vibration of why they were doing it. But anyway, so I would the first day I was there, I asked the guy that was running it to sign my paper. He said, "Oh, go over there and get that guy to sign it." I said, "What?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "What? Anybody can sign the paper?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "You mean I can go to the mall and just walk around and have somebody sign this thing?" And he goes, "Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. Just have somebody sign it." So I didn't do that, though. I kept on going until I got so sick that I couldn't do it. So time goes on and time goes on, and about 14 months into my 2 years that they give me, I started going into kidney failure.
Wow.
So into 2012, into around April. So like I told you, I was in 2011. In 2012, in about April, I started going. I had my first kidney failure, acute kidney failure, and I was like watching TV. I was like watching TV, and I woke up in the hospital with tubes coming out of me and everything. And I said, "Holy shoot, man!" I was watching Jeopardy. Who won? Who won, Alex? What was the question? What was the answer? So anyway, I got done with that. Got out of the hospital a couple of days after that. A week later, same thing. I woke up. It was about 2 weeks later. I woke up in the hospital again. This time I woke up, and there was a doctor standing with his arms crossed like this right here against the wall. And I give him my famous "What's up?" I just open my eyes and he's standing there. I said, "What's up?" He said, "What's up is you're dying." He said, "If you don't get a liver transplant, you're going to die. Your kidneys are failing. It might be today, might be tomorrow, might be a month from now, but your kidneys are going to fail and you're going to die if you don't get a liver transplant." So I said, "Well, I'm supposed to be in Tampa." This was like on a Thursday. I said, "I'm supposed to be in Tampa Monday to do my last testing to see if I can get on the list." He said, "Well, you're not going anywhere if your kidneys don't start back in." They had me forwarded for dialysis, but evidently the toxins were to the point where I needed to be on dialysis. I wasn't hooked up. But anyway, it goes by. I still wasn't urinating. Then by Saturday, being the powerful Lord that I have, I started urinating on just Saturday. So they released me on Sunday. So I had that appointment was on Tuesday. So on Monday, me and my family and my friends all packed it up. We went to Tampa General. Got a hotel room there because I had an appointment on Tuesday morning. So Tuesday morning we went to Tampa General, and they started drawing blood from me. So they drew blood. They kept drawing blood. I said, "Man, I ain't got no more blood, people." And they finally came back. No, serious. Finally come
Literally.
back. They said, literally. They come back. They said, "This guy's going into kidney failure." So I said, "No way, man! I just got out of kidney failure." So they admitted me.
Okay.
That night I went into another coma. My daughter was with me, and and I remember it was crazy because I hadn't ate anything. I was on this ridiculous diet and everything. Of course, I couldn't eat anything. Well, they brought me this tray. They brought me this tray of food. I'll never forget it. And I'm going like, "Holy shoot, man! All right, food." So I started gobbling this food down. That's the last thing I remember.
That's the last thing you remember.
That threw me into a coma. I had to have had something to do with that. So that's the last thing I remember. Next day, and let me tell you something. I went into this coma, and while I'm in this coma, I heard this voice going, "Rick, can you hear me, Rick?" Seriously, and
you could hear the voice.
When I came out of the coma days later, and I knew no, Jared, I knew I was restrained. And when I knew I was restrained,
understood that,
and I hate being restrained. I hate being held down. So when I knew that, I just let myself go.
Mm-hmm.
I just let myself go. I said, "Okay, I'm just going to get out of here." So anyway, for a long time, when I came to, I tried to put the voice to every nurse that came in, so I could tell them I heard them. I never could find that voice. So anyway.
Oh, you're trying to match up the voice with the person.
The voice, yeah, exactly. So anyway, I came out of the coma. I'll get back to that later.
Okay.
I don't know how much time with that, but anyway. So anyway, I told the nurses, the whole staff. I said, "Listen, I just want to go home and die at home. I don't want to be with my dog. I don't want to be here. Let me out of this hospital. I want to go home." They said, "You're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere."
Wow.
So they got me a room and everything, and I had these people, friend of mine. I don't think they mind me telling their names, but their names Evie and Brian, who are LifeLink volunteers also. They were my mentors and stuff. They would come see me every day and stuff. And I learned a lot from them. I started educating after them. But anyway, they I was training thought there. I was telling them, but they
wow.
Brian, they put me in a room. 2 days later, they put me in a room, and then I got a call. The phone rang, and I picked it up, and the lady on the end of it said, "Mr. Keaton, we have a liver here for you. Do you want it?" And I said, "What?" They said, "We have a liver here that you might be." They said, "We have." I'm not on a transplant list or nothing, and I'm going like, "What?" And she said, "We have a liver here that might be a match for you. Do you want it?" And I said, "Well, of course I do." And they said, "Okay, we're going to start running tests on it right now." I said, "Okay." So I called my buddy Brian up that I was telling you about, and he came here. I called my wife up. She's two hours away.
Mm-hmm.
And and they said, might not be a match or nothing, but for some reason I knew it was going to be. I really did. I mean, I just knew it was going to be. My wife told me it was going to be. God told me. My God, my angel Deborah told me it was going to be. I just knew it was. So Brian came. He spent the whole night with my wife and everything, and went through the whole night. And I'm just going, "Where is it? Where is it?" So 1 o'clock the next day, they wheeled me down into the operating room.
Okay.
And I got my new liver.
Wow.
But the damage was, I got my new liver. I got my gift of life, and I'm here 9 years later with it. The damage to my kidneys was irreversible. I never got better than 1.8 on my kidneys. The function of the
EGFR, right?
Yeah, the GFR was done
Right.
that. So it's took 9 years. Right now, my GFR is 6, I believe, 7, 6.8. I'm on peritoneal home dialysis. 12. I'm doing it right now. Matter of fact, I disconnected.
Oh my gosh,
to do
you're
this.
doing it right
I
now.
know. Yeah. Actually, I disconnected. I got to be back at 9:27. I got to be back
All right.
hooked up. Yeah, so I'm good. But anyway, I'm doing 12 hours. I do 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Well, and I've had, yeah. So, but I want to tell you something about the nurse thing. One day I was in the shower, and my wife comes in and she goes, "Rick," like that. And I go, "That's it. That's the
That
voice
was the
right
voice.
there." Yeah, when she came in to shout into the bathroom like that and said
It
it like that,
reminded you.
that's
Okay.
that was you. You were the one doing it. Exactly. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But yeah, but I'll tell you what. I mean, I'm so blessed. It's unbelievable. And back in January when I first started dialysis, I started posting for a living donor, and I had like 5 friends, 5 people. I'm not all of them were friends. I had 5 people want to be my donor, like within a day, and
Wow, within a
applied
day.
apply within a day, and like 2 of them, 3 of them had some issues. They all applied, but 3 of them had issues right off the bat. 2 of them were matches. One of them was a 6 out of 6, but we were all the way to
6 out of 6.
transplant.
That sounds great.
6 out of 6. I know. We thought it was a definite, man. Was a definite, and then all of a sudden there was diviculotitis or something, and and it knocked her out right at the end. And so my other one, I had another match, so she got on board, and then she had a health issue come up. She got knocked out. And then so she turned around and had her sister, and her sister replied, and then she wasn't a match. So I lost all 5 of them in a month, and it just took the wind right out of my sails.
Oh wow!
So I just
That's
what
deflating.
I did was
That is.
It really did. So I just you know what I did? I just give Jesus the wheel. I said, you're in the driver's seat now. I'm just going to kick back here, and I'm just going to wait basically on a deceased donor. I'm just going to see what you got to say, do with this, the whole thing, And then I ended up in the hospital last week, and that just was like surreal, I mean, just like, what am I doing here again, And I don't want this. I don't want to be sick like this. And I because I got really, really sick, I was in a lot of pain. I was sick. And I said, no, I don't want to do this. And I feel a lot better right now than I did last week, and everything. And I started posting again. And thank you for your brother, Jeffrey, and for everything he's done on the post.
Yeah, he does so much. Exactly.
It's got me into it. I'm trying to get somewhere he is, but he's good. I appreciate everything he's done. But
so where in Tampa are you from? Where in Tampa do you live, or where in Florida, I should say? Yeah, where in Florida, I meant.
I'm 2 hours south of Tampa. I'm in Cape Coral, Fort Myers area.
Okay, all right. So that's what
I'm 2 hours from.
That's what Audrey was asking a little while ago. If Audrey's still watching, or if someone could hashtag her, or tag her. She's the one I was talking about, Rick, offline, that also does volunteer work for LifeLink. Man, it would be great to get you guys two connected online, and you're so close. Yeah. I mean, you're both in Florida.
I don't think we're not doing anything live right now. I think it's all virtual still. I mean,
is it okay?
There's an opening right now for us speaking out of school. I think I was going to try to get involved in, but I think it's still a lot virtual right now. Even the kidney walks are virtual right now, where you walk and just document it and everything.
And I get that. I get it. Even though a lot of us are vaccinated, I'm vaccinated, and we're doing better as a country. I know we're doing better, but there are so many uncertainties. that this is still a new virus, and I'm sure that there are so many questions about the variants. Like there's the Delta variant from India that's still a big concern, and so I get it.
You know what? I don't know anything about it because I quit watching TV 2 years ago.
Good for you.
I
Good for you.
know if it doesn't happen on my 125 by 80, and that's what my property is here. I don't know anything. Somebody asked me about something. I don't even know what's going on in my city. Because you know what, I find it to be depressing. My wife watches TV. My wife watches TV, and I'll hear it sometimes. But besides that, I play guitar. I peck around on the piano now and everything. I'm into music, and I love my outdoors. I love watching plants grow. I'm outside doing stuff every day. I do things that exercise my mind or keep me busy. I can't sit around and watch TV or.
All right. I like that. So how do you feel? How do you think that makes you feel when you're outside? And how does that help with your psyche, getting you encouraged, stuff like that?
Oh, it's my therapy. It's amazing. I have to do it. When I see, I don't sleep either.
Okay. And you've got insomnia.
I have insomnia, so I sleep like 2 hours. So I'm up from 3 o'clock. Usually by 3 o'clock, I'm up. I sleep from about 1 to 3, and then I'm up. I have a reselling business, so I sell on Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay, and so I'm up marketing in them hours. But before the sun comes up, I dialyze from. I usually disconnect about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
But I have to do a manual after that I manually drain at 7. So when I can disconnect it at 5, but when at 6 o'clock it starts getting light outside, I'm outside doing
You're
something.
outside. Okay.
I'm outside by then, and my birds are singing. The sun's. I see the sun. The dawn come. And
okay.
It's just a great feeling. That's life. I love green. I love Donate Life Green. I love Life is Green. Just like that color right there. Green,
exactly.
Green,
it stands out. Yeah, I do love green myself.
I wear green.
Really do.
I wear green. You're doing green.
Yeah, I love green. It stands out. It's a great color. It's bright. Any type of green. But, we've got some other people chiming in here. James from Dadvice TV is watching. Thanks for tuning in, James. He's saying, got to feel great outside in Southern Florida. I hope to move down there eventually. I think he's in Ohio, and we've got some other people.
I'm originally from North Carolina.
Okay, all right. And
but I've been here since '78.
Okay, so you're basically a local then, right? I mean, you've been there so long.
I'm a Floridian.
Yeah. So one of the things that you touched on, I want to talk a little bit more about is nature. Green, is great for many reasons. It's often the color when we see the ribbon for kidney disease. Okay, obviously there's the green color for other things as well, but it's often the color of the ribbon for kidney disease. And it's often used for recycling as well, the color for recycling. But what you talked about is as far as nature, 100 degrees, man, it's been hot all over. Rick, I love the outdoors. Okay, so I can relate to what you're talking about because I think that whether it's going out to the mountains, if you live near mountains, or whether you go camping, fishing, hunting, or if you're just going outside and mowing your lawn. All right. I just think that when you go outside, all right, it can be very therapeutic. I totally agree with you, Rick, is that whether you're in your garden, okay, and you've got the mulch and the dirt in your hand and you can feel it. You know what I mean?
That's me. That's me. That's me. That is me. Hey, I got 11 minutes. I'm hooking
you're
up.
Fine.
So just go ahead and talk.
You're fine. I'm gonna go solo for a bit while you're doing that. So guys, if you love the outdoors like he does and like I do, okay, please put in the comment sections what you like about the outdoors. All right, because I think it could be extremely therapeutic for many people. And I think it's important that we find something, all right, that helps us channel, something. I'm going to bring you back in a moment, but I'm going to go solo, Rick. So,
all right, go ahead.
Yeah, we can still hear you and you can hear me, but I'm just putting myself solo. So, please in the comment section, put something you like to do outdoors, because I think it's important for us to find something that we do outdoors, camping, hiking, fishing. I love the outdoors. I love going out there because I can look at different trees. All right. And I can identify different trees. It's fun for me. All right. And I can go outdoors. If I go hiking, then I like to find streams. I like to hear the streams. Okay. There's something that happens with our brain. Okay. It kind of boosts our senses when we're outside. Okay. It's good to get out. The sun. Okay. It's important to feel the sun rays. All right. Not so much maybe when it's 103 degrees out. So I've Shane said right here, I'm going to bring it back up that it was 100 today. Man, it's been, we've hit 100 degrees like 3 or 4 times already here in Utah. So, man, it's been hot all over Texas, already in the high 90s. All right, so Shell's saying that she loves gardening in the feel of the nice cool breeze as it passes across your face. I love that. So tell me why, you like to feel the nice cool breeze as it passes across your face. Tell me what kind of sensation it gives you. Does it give you peace? Does it give you, what kind of emotion does it bring when you feel that? Because that's what I'd like to talk about. All right. Oh, I love it. Disc golf. All right. Hiking. All right. I love the comments here. Fishing. Love fishing. Okay. There's something about going out and fishing. I did it. My twin brother and I went with my brothers, my dad, when we were younger. We'd get up at 3 a.m. and go fishing. And there's something about, getting some camaraderie with your family, your friends. All right, here we go with James with Dad Vice TV. This is going to sound odd, but one of the most relaxing things I do is go outside and wash my car. Getting vitamin D. I was just talking about the sun and accomplishing something. I love it. Thanks for that comment. I love that comment, James, because it's important to get the sun rays. There's something about feeling the sun, getting some vitamin D, and just feeling that warm sun on your face. I think so anyway. It's relaxing. It's peaceful. High 60s in New England. In Northeast Ohio. Wow, I missed that. It's relaxing. I totally agree with you. All right, there's something therapeutic, peaceful about being outside. It refreshes me. I like that. Okay, thanks for your answer there. It is refreshing, all right, to feel the cool breeze. Therapeutic. All right, I'm going to bring you back then, Rick. Okay. All right. Oh, got you solo. Here we go. We're both back. Okay.
Hey, you were talking about that sun.
Mm-hmm.
The sun, even though I live in Florida, ever since I got my transplant, I was a biker all my life, and I worked construction, so I was out in the sun.
Uh-huh.
I battle skin cancer terrible now because of the immune suppressants that I'm on and everything.
Okay, right.
I get skin cancer. I've been talking bad skin cancer cut off me all the time. I just had some cut off me the other day, and I've got to go to a Mohs specialist. I live at a Mohs specialist, and everything. So, the sun's good to a certain extent, but if you're a transplant,
if you're yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's rough on you. But
all right,
we're all different. I know some. Yeah.
No, I get it. You got to be careful.
Absolutely.
So, just
and it's not, I'm not out in the sun that much, but the immune suppressants bring it out of you anyway, because it's already, just like people that get sunburned younger, it does the damage to you anyway,
Right.
The sun.
Right. No, you definitely got to be careful, especially if you are, if you have your immune system that's been compromised, if you're taking, immunosuppressants, you've got to be careful when you go outside. That's a very good point. But if you do it at least in moderation, you do it a little bit and just go out,
Well, you have to get some. There's no doubt.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not saying be a vampire and don't go out in the sun. Or anything,
Yeah, I mean,
but that's what I feel. That's what I feel like, because when I go out being in Florida, when I go out, you can see my skin. See my skin like that right there. See how it is.
I see
Actually,
that. Yeah,
the way that looks right there. You know what that's from? Years of riding with the motorcycle with
really on a bike.
Gloves with the gloves. See the way the gloves were right there. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, it's both of them.
All right. Wow. So Jonathan, he's a kidney transplant recipient. He says he wears his hat and then he uses SPF 50 sunblock. So, that helps. It's not it's not 100%, of course, but it does help.
I would never go outside without my hat on. You see my hat, so I can't go out without a hat.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and
I don't have hair.
Well, you still have to wear a hat. I get it. Yeah. I mean, you know what, brother? Sometimes it's easier that way. I mean, up until recently with the pandemic, those of you that watch my show, that for the last, almost the last year or so, I've just been clipping my hair with hair clippers, and I've kept it like at a number 1 or a 0. And so it's been really easy. So, not a whole lot of maintenance. You feel me, brother?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, shaving's a pain in the butt. I shave my head about every 2 or 3 days.
Point.
It's a pain in the butt sometimes.
That's probably more maintenance. Yeah. Yeah, that is maintenance.
Yeah, I don't even look forward to it, Oh, man, I got to shave my head,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to watch the sun if you're...
Yeah.
So help me understand this, folks, with Midwest Kidney Warriors. Got to watch the sun if you're on Tacro. I'm not familiar with that, so help me understand what that might be, if anybody knows what that is.
It's a immune suppressant.
Okay.
It's immune suppressant.
Your hair is high and tight, man. All right, thanks. Thank you. All right, so there was another question earlier that I wanted to bring back, Rick, if I may. They were asking, who was it? It was a pretty good question. It was the Prograph. So tell me, Jonathan was asking earlier.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing as tacrolimus.
Is it? Okay. So with having had a liver transplant, what type of immunosuppressants are you taking?
Well, I'm on CellSap, which is mycophenolate. I was on 1,000 milligrams a day of it plus tacrolimus.
Mm-hmm.
But they only have tacrolimus is hard on your kidneys, so they put me on 0.5 coming right out. Now most transplant people are on more tacrolimus than I am, but they put me on 0.5 all the way through my transplant because I was already had kidney damage at the time. But they had me on higher mycophenolate, which is CellSap. They had me on higher that, which causes more cancers. So that's why I've been trying to get them off of it. And then my white blood cell count dropped a couple of years ago, really, really low. And they did drop a few milligrams off. They put me to 500 milligrams. So I kept my tacrolimus at the same. So now I'm doing 500 milligrams of mycophenolate and 0.5 of tac. But if I get a kidney transplant, when I get a kidney transplant.
When, right, okay.
Then, absolutely. And I know I've messed up there, but when I get a kidney transplant, then I'm going to be on a lot more immune suppressants. And they're worried about more of this cancer issue that I have coming out. I had melanoma about 5.5 years ago. Cleveland Clinic, Tampa General had already got up with my dermatologist and my Mohs specialist and found out that I had the melanoma over 5 years ago. It was like 5 in a month at that time.
Okay.
I was and they went ahead and listed me. I tried to get on with Cleveland Clinic over in Lauderdale, and they wouldn't list me because they said that my melanoma was within 5 years. I said, no, it's not. And they said, well, you're too sick to list anyway. So we need you to do what? Yeah, they told me I was too sick to list. So they said you need to wait another 6 months. That way the melanoma issue will be done. Maybe you'll be on dialysis and be better. And I said,
How frustrating is
I'm going to
that?
try. Yeah, that was frustrating, and I'm so frustrated. I didn't think I was going to go back to them, but I need to really be trying to get listed at a couple more places. Miami and back in Cleveland. Now that I am on dialysis. And I lost train of thought on this other one though. Like I said, when I was posting the other day, when I was in the hospital, I started posting again. I do have 4 more new donors that that I sent applications to.
Okay.
And two of them I'm working with right now. Two of the other ones I haven't heard back from, and I've got to reach out and touch base with them, find out what's going on. But those posts are working. The ones I'm putting out there, the ones all my friends are sharing.
That is awesome.
My friends are sharing it with their friends. Their friends are sharing because I see all the shares. It's
a share-a-thon.
So heartwarming and touching. It is. It is great. It's just I'm so blessed. With the support I'm getting out there. It's just amazing.
I love that. So you talked about earlier the LifeLink support and what even though it's offline and you haven't been able to meet in person, since the pandemic started, can you talk a little bit about how that support from LifeLink and maybe anybody who knows what you're going through there, how that maybe has helped you and how encouraging that might be for you?
Well, the only thing really about that is the people that I work with, that I volunteer with, that are here in my area. I mean, I'm 2 hours away from their events up there, but I do volunteer with a lot of people down here that we do the hospitals and the schools and stuff, and the driver's license bureaus and stuff here. Those people are very supportive and here for me, and I'm there for them too. They know that. We have a organ transplant recipient organization here, a group that we all get together, and do things and support each other and stuff.
Okay.
Have funds and stuff. Yeah.
And to me, that is just a fabulous thing when you get together like that. It
is. When you can talk about your because we're a family. I think. Listen,
right.
I think, and that's the reason I brought this picnic together and everything, because transplant recipients and their caregivers and their family, we're all family.
Yes.
And I believe, and there's no doubt about this, and you can tell from my story, and I believe that if you are a transplant recipient, you are chosen, because
God's elite.
I've known, huh?
God's
What's
elite.
That?
God's elite.
You are chosen, because I know I've been around people who have had transplants before me, that had transplants with at the same time me, and they're not here no more. I've seen people that needed transplants and didn't make it because they were not chosen. I know people that had transplants and they're here 20 years. It really, you are chosen, and your time is given for that time to do whatever God wants you to do, and then it's your time to do it. And you don't never know your purpose until you never know your purpose. Everybody else knows your purpose once you're gone. They say, "Damn, that's a great thing he did," or you got a legacy, basically.
Right, a legacy.
That's your purpose. Yeah, and that's you're chosen. You're just chosen, and you're chosen to be here to do whatever you are to do, because once you have a transplant, you're so grateful and so thankful. All you want to do is give and give and give, and just show and share and show people how grateful you are. Oh yeah, and when I first got transplanted, I got in touch with my donor mom, and we can converse back and forth for quite a while. And
wow.
People grieve in different ways.
They do.
I lost a brother when I was 13 and he was 11, and I seen my family go through through all the rest of my life on holidays and everything, how sad it was. So I understand how it is to lose a child for a parent. But I talked to her through letters a couple times. They go through LifeLink, you see. The letter will go to LifeLink. LifeLink will review it, then they'll send it to me.
Okay,
Then
and
I'll
they'll
do the
send it to
same
you.
thing back and forth. And they would
Okay.
white out where she's from. She said, I'm from here, but LifeLink will white it out.
All right, so you don't see
So
it. Okay.
anyway, no. So anyway, she wrote me. The last letter went through. She said that she thought that maybe if Michael was my donor's name, said Michael would. I think Michael would like me to meet the recipients of his organs. And I said, okay, that's great. I'll swim every sea. Climb every mountain. I'll go wherever you are. Just let it go through LifeLink, set it up. The ball's in your court.
Okay.
And I just kind of sat back, kind of like I said, give Jesus the wheel. I just kind of like give it to her, and I never heard nothing back. And for some reason, I just let it go. And here I am. My fault that I haven't followed back up. But I just kind of like, I don't know. I really need to, I think about her. I talk about him, and I pray. Michael's right here. I feel him. I feel his presence.
Yeah.
He's with me. I believe every, he's right here. So, but I hope someday I do get to meet her.
I hope so too. But I think that you're doing I think you're doing it the right way, where you're putting it, you're allowing kind of God to allow to do it in His time. And although
that's the way I work, that's
you know
the
what
way
I mean?
I do it. I'm the type of person that I don't worry about anything. I don't stress about anything. I'm the type of person that I cross bridges when I get to them. I let things come to me, and then I'll deal with it when it comes to me. And that's sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes it's not such a good thing.
I can see both, but I like it.
I know, right?
No, I like that though. It's not. Sometimes too much anxiety can be a bad thing. I've
got. Well, it took me a lot of years to get to where I am on that one. Believe me, I've done a lot of changing. You know what? People tell me that I didn't get a liver transplant. I got a heart transplant. Because I'm a lot different than I was 10 years, 12 years ago. Yeah, absolutely.
So it changed.
That's a good thing.
Itself.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to ask my wife.
Okay. So,
in fact, would you like to meet her?
If she's okay with it, absolutely. Yeah. If she's not afraid to come in and be in front of the camera.
Patty. She might be sleeping. That's okay.
All right. No worries.
You want to come in here? You want to come in here a minute? You want to come in here a minute? You should be right here. If you got a second.
Yeah, that's totally
fine.
Yeah,
I've been with her 27 years, married 20, and man, she's just been through my sick diseases. I'm on my battling my second disease. I'm wearing the kidney armor right now, and I mean, she's just been everything. Wow. I couldn't do it without her. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her through the liver, and everything. I mean, through the HE, the hepatic encephalopathy, where you got so much ammonia and you don't know what you're doing or saying or thinking. Come on in here, sweetie. This is Patty. She's my honey.
Hello. Hi. How
Hello.
are you?
Hey, I'm doing very well, thank you.
That's Jared. Jared.
It's good to meet you. My name's Jared. I'm gonna take this comment off so you can see my name. There. Oh, we've got another comment. Here we go, Jared A. Brown. Oh, because of the earbuds, right? Okay, I always forget about that part. So
put it there.
So hi, Patty. Can you hear me? Okay now.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Sure.
I'm sure Rick told you I have a loud voice.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. You know what I like?
She's a New Yorker. I'm in North Carolina. That's a New Yorker.
That's a good match. That is because
it's an interesting match.
I bet. That's how my wife and I, we're a great match because we both have a great sense of humor. My wife and I, and we're both kind of loud, but she's more dominant and I'm a lot more easy-going.
That's it. That's
it. Yeah. So, opposites kind of attract that way. I like that. So
that's true.
We've got some Lisa Baxter's watching. So I want to say thank you for watching, Lisa Baxter. She is one of my favorite people. Thanks for tuning in, Lisa. man, she's from Brooklyn, New York. So, Shell is from the New York area too. I forgot about that. North Carolina and New York in the house. There we go.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you both meet?
Dancing.
Dancing.
All right.
Yeah.
Was it back when he was in his motorcycle days, or?
Yeah. Yeah, sort of, kinda.
All right.
Sort of, kinda. Yeah.
And then.
Yeah. If you actually, when I first met her, I was dancing, and we kind of like I've seen each other and got to dancing, and I asked her out, and she actually asked her daughter who was with her, said, "Do you think I ought to go out with this guy?" And I said, "What? You asking your daughter if you ought to go out with me?" So anyway, I said that right there makes it interesting in itself. I'm going to see what this is all about. So where we are.
Nice. Well, man, what a support! What an amazing support, Patty. It's so great to see that you've got a lovely wife that's giving you such amazing support, because
absolutely,
man, Rick, you're blessed that way, because there are some kidney warriors, lupus warriors, other people that are struggling with other chronic, diseases that just sometimes battle with loneliness because they don't have that support, and it could be so devastating emotionally for a lot of them. So that, man, I think that's awesome that you've got the support, that people are sharing on your behalf, that you've got a bunch of people that are sharing with you. All right, hit that smash button. So you pause just a little bit there, Rick, or maybe that's on me. I'm not sure which. If you can hear me, would you log out and then log back in? Just click on the Leave Studio and then come back if you would. There we go. So we've had him just kind of go frozen. Hopefully he clicks on the link and comes back. But we've heard such an amazing story so far. What I love about what I'm hearing right now is that he has just an amazing wife who's giving him such support, because many of you already know. Jonathan has a great supporting wife. Lisa Baxter, God bless her late husband, but he gave her such support. Many, many warriors out there, all right, who have such great support because of their siblings, or a wife, or a partner, somebody who's giving them support on a daily basis. And then there are some who just don't have that. And so it's amazing when you get that support in such a way. And I think that's so important. All right. So yes. From what you've told me, Lisa, your husband was amazing. And I hope someday maybe in heaven to meet him. But we've got, hopefully he comes back. If not, it's been great to hear Rick's story. Think about it. All right. We've heard some amazing stories. I've had some great stories from many people that have been on the Warriors Quest show. I've heard from people who have had lupus, who have also had a kidney transplant. And I've also had, I've talked and interviewed people who have sickle cell, who have also had to get a kidney transplant. Today marks the first time I've actually interviewed somebody who has had a liver transplant, who then also had acute kidney failure, who's now searching for a kidney donor. That's the first time. It's a first. I've even had somebody on here, Thelma. All right. So shout out to Thelma. Thelma's had a heart transplant. All right. And is now looking for a kidney donor. So there are many different stories, and every story is essential to our community, because they're all important. Each and every single one of these stories is important. It's very, very important that we come together, that we hear these stories, because they give us encouragement. They give us hope. When we hear these stories, man, it makes me think, even when I deal with my anxiety and my bouts of depression, okay, this is therapy for me because it makes me understand that these warriors are battling every day. All right, every single day, with whether it's chronic fatigue, or he mentioned he's got insomnia, whether it's brain fog, all right, or many thanks, Lisa. She is one of my favorite people. It really makes me understand and keep in perspective that there are so many different people that struggle, that may in some way, all right, inspire me. And today I've been inspired by Rick. Rick, all right, has such an inspiring story. With what he actually has already gone through to get a liver transplant. All right. And now what his journey so far to try to find a kidney donor. All right. Please, if you feel inspired and you have felt inspired today, just like I have, all right, please don't be stingy. All right. Click that, smash that share button, and let's get his story out there to the masses. All right, let's spread it. Okay, spread it and make sure that so many different people. Right? Yeah, and I've had somebody on my show that has been a lung transplant, but Jonathan saying that the person he interviewed not only had a lung transplant but now needs a kidney. So, man, it's like a snowflake. Every story is just a little bit different. All right. Even when they have the same similarities, all right, they may have some similarities, but each story is a little bit different. Like, even if you have somebody who's on PD, their experience with PD, like Rick's, may be a little bit different. And by the way, all right, wasn't it amazing where he was on PD and he was being interviewed tonight? It made it real, and I do like it when it's real, when we can see, something that's real. It just makes it better. All right. So everyone, I want to thank you all for watching, but please remember that we come together to spotlight this warrior story. Please share that. All right. Click on that share button. All right. Make sure we do everything we can to get this warrior story out there. Rick, all right, an inspiring story. All right, we've had such inspiring stories on the Warriors Quest show. This story tonight has been inspiring, and if you feel inspired, all right, not only pray for him, but act on inspiration after you've prayed. And if you can, and if you have health conditions that are such, please feel inspired, but please act on it. All right. And click on that link for the Tampa General and become a living kidney donor for Ricky. All right. He deserves a much better quality of life. All right. He deserves a much better quality of life. And we have a choice to help him. If you are already immunocompromised, all right, and you have had a transplant and you can't be the donor for him, then please, all right, please donate shares. Click on that share button and donate as many shares as possible so we can proliferate, all right, and get this out there. Okay, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, share it with your church, all right, share it with your friends and your family, and let's get this out there to as many people as possible. All right. So thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for your support. Thank you for supporting Rick. All right. It's our responsibility and how we choose to act when we feel inspired. And I'm asking you, please, if you feel inspired, please act on it and trust. All right. Trust in him who has created us, that we may do what we can and be an instrument in his hands to do what we can to help. All right. So may God be with us all during this next week. All right. May God be with Rick, that we help him find a living kidney donor. I hope that happens very soon. But in the meantime, Peace be unto all of you. All right. Peace out. All right. I'm going to do an outro, and I appreciate and value all of the Warriors Quest Show followers, supporters. If you haven't already, please like the Urban Health Outreach Media Facebook page. Please like and subscribe to the Urban Health Outreach YouTube channel and my YouTube channel, Jared A. Brown with the Warriors Quest Show YouTube channel. All right. Thank you very much. All right. It's been a great show. Peace. I'm out. Where's that outro? I got to find it. I know. Did I put it under my Pepsi? Is it under here? No, it's not under there. Where did I put it? Did I leave it in my family? I think I found it. Hold on. Here it is. There's my outro. There it is. It's right here. Hold on. Smash that. Smash that share button. Did I forget to say that? I think I did say that. Smash it. All right. Smash it, please. Smash that. And I found the outro. Of course I did. Y'all know I'm just playing. All right. Here we go. Outro time. Oh.
Know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Cold, these brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Ride or die, ride or die, ride or die.